Ever notice a large amount of material coming out of a plane exhaust or even what has been proven to be drones in the air? Well, if you look at the mechanics of an engine or a high bypass triple fan on the planes, the large amount of material that goes through the outer core of the engine that just passes through the back of the engine just simply cannot be contrails because that air there is not combusted. So if you compare that to the core of the engine, where there's some material coming, there's combustion, so yes, there's emissions coming from there. But since there's no combusted air in the outer chamber, those are not contrails and cannot be. Just look at the amount of material that they emit and the condensation. I'm sorry, not the condensation, and the fact that that material stays in the sky for hours and hours, which in a sky that's very dry, all that would, all that, all the ice would simply go away if it were to be that. So again, these are chemtrails. You cannot deny the chemtrails in the sky. And moving on to the next point, why do they spray these chemtrails? Well, the goal of the agenda of Agenda 21, Agenda 2030 is to keep the population sick, numb, and dumb, just as with the fluoride, the GMOs, which are now going to be synthetic gene-altering food designed to give cancer, continue, unfortunately, reaping profits for the nefarious big pharma industry, along with the agendas behind Wi-Fi and 5G, which are not only surveillance, but also just to have a myriad of negative health effects on the brain and other parts of the body, skin, especially if you look into the 1977 USSR translations on USSR science and technology, biomedical sciences, effects of non-ionizing electromagnetic radiation. They have known for years that Wi-Fi and 5G are no good for health, especially for the skin, for the brain, and it's a nightmare. It's a shame that we have Wi-Fi in schools. Continuing on, chemtrails have aluminum and barium oxides, which which charge up the atmosphere for NEXRAD to fry it with extremely low frequencies to create floods and keep storms going. You ever notice those large circles on a radar? Well, those are NEXRAD HARP rings at work, just firing up in the ionized, charged up atmosphere to engineer the weather. It's not CO2, folks. And there are uses for high energy microwave weapons by adding a lot of aluminum and barium in the soil. And directed energy weapons are way more powerful, unfortunately, and you've seen the anomalies in like the in the Notre Dame fire and the California fires. It's very precisely those weapons precisely target the area which is very ionized and unfortunately is contributing to the agendas against humanity like Agenda 21, 2030, which is to put everyone in the mega regions and move into high population, high surveillance areas and continuing the culling of humanity. But then again, you can still speak up while you can, continuing to fight censorship. Another agenda behind these chemtrails is the use of false flags with bioweaponry in addition to the aforementioned weather engineering weaponry to create profits for big pharma through through these false flags, except to come up with a cure, a problem reaction solution. And while at the same time the media is bought for and paid for by these companies, so why should you trust these entities? And if you look at section 13 of the insert, it says they have not been tested for immunogenic or carcinogenic potential. And the National Vaccine Injury Program pays out millions yearly. In addition to look into the CDC VA ERS to show the unfortunate effects of these false flag vaccines, problem, reaction, solution. And chemtrails just go beyond bioweaponry and keeping the population numb and dumb and geoengineering through ionizing the atmosphere and enabling these frequency weapons and high energy microwaves to harm the areas, and then for those areas, unfortunately, to be wiped out and replaced with high density areas, or altogether the elimination of housing by FEMA, which also screws over Americans, and they work in conjunction to screw over victims of floods by buying out their homes and leaving people nowhere to go, unfortunately. So that's why we have to get the word out. So continuing on, other agendas with these trails are to, if you're looking to target individuals, which is a very important topic, are looking to remote surveillance and harassment, or to the use of nanotech fibers. Look into dataasylum.com. It'll tell you how these fibers contain nanotechnology. It's in your food too, in order to monitor remotely various body functions and even alter them. So I know this is a lot to take in, and the only thing we can do at this point is continue speaking out about how we have been lied about the contrails of vaccines and by the industry about Wi-Fi and 5G, which are known weapons just like your cell phone in terms of health effects and causing brain damage and other health effects. So I'll ask of humanity is just to put down their dumb television and wake up. Spread the truth. Thank you.